Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Prize Picks video. This one we're talking about the WNBA for Tuesday, June 18th. And we have 4 picks in the video for you to consider, so stay tuned to hear all 4 of them. If you guys want more picks, I do post more in all sports in the private Discord, including some WNBA picks that hit yesterday. We have 5+ cappers in here giving out picks. You can see some WNBA hits over here from Volo as well, one of our cappers. A ton of big wins over in the Discord, so definitely check it out with that link down below. NBA season is over, but use code HALF. You're going to get half off the monthly deal here, so definitely get in there while we're running this deal after the NBA season to lock in here for the summer sports. But also we're opening up the free sections of the Discord right now, so if you want to get in the free sections of the Discord and talk about player props and all sports over here, use that link to get into the free sections of the Discord as well. Now let's get into the picks. The first one we're going to go to here is going to be Brionna Jones, and we're going to go over on her rebounds here at 4.5. Brionna Jones has not been hitting this one as much as we've seen her in the past, but I think she's going to have a bounce back game in this one, and I'm liking her on the rebounds on the over against Las Vegas. So if we bring her up on Outlier, which is a tool I use every single day for player props, we can get some data about this. So over on the 4.5 rebounds, she's only hit this in 6 of 13 games, coming off an 8 rebound game though in their last one. The minutes have been all over the place, which has been a big contributing factor to why her rebounds are down this year. You can see only 24 minutes per game. Some games playing less than 20 minutes. But as of late in closer games, we've seen bigger minutes from her. We saw 28 in the last one, 24 the one before that, just 18 when it was nearly a 20-point win. Game before that played 34 minutes. So in these closer games, she's playing mid to high 20s of minutes, which I think we can expect in this one. So for her, I'm going to go to the over. And in games this year, when she plays at least 25 minutes, she's hit this in 3 of 5 games, which is definitely a better hit rate. But also looking at last year, she hit this in 85% of games. It was only 13 games she played last year, but 11 of 13 she went over this, and she did play over 31 minutes per game last year. So I do think she gets back to that. It could be a solid rebounder moving forward. And in this game, to going with her for the first pick. For the second one, we're going to go with Wnba here on the under of the points plus assists against Connecticut. Going to be a tougher matchup for her here. She hasn't been scoring as much as she was early in the seasons. And then add that to the assists. I'm not liking this line for her. You're going to be going on the under. If we take a look at her on Outlier, we could see the Connecticut matchup here. First in points allowed, second in assists allowed per game. So definitely the toughest defense here to score on this season so far has been Connecticut. I think that's going to continue for Wnba here to struggle. In the last 3 games, she got 10 points, 4 assists, 16 points, 2 assists, and then 16 for 5 to get a push on this one. But on the season, she has hit this in 9 of 14 games. But looking head-to-head, she's 0 of 3 against Connecticut on this line. And last season was just 1 of 40 on this line, even though she did play 25 minutes per game. Definitely a different player this season, but in a tougher matchup, I think that she's going to struggle to hit this line. So I'm going to be taking her on the under for the second pick in the video. Then for the third one, we're going to go to Bonner here, under on her points plus rebounds of 24.5. For Bonner on the under, looking at it on Outlier, she has gone under in 7 of 13 games this year, including her last 4 games. In this game, it's expected to be a lower scoring one, so I don't think she scores as much as she was earlier in the season. Also a pretty tough rebounding defense here, allowing just 33 per game. So with those combinations, I think she continues to go down on this line of points plus rebounds here. Also, if you look at this one over on FanDuel, it's minus 130 on FanDuel to go under, and also it opened up on FanDuel at 23.5. So this one was definitely lower. It's bumped up a little bit, but sportsbooks still like it to go on the under. So that's definitely a good indication as well that something's going to go under. If the sportsbooks have a lower line to open and then over time it starts to creep up a bit, that's definitely a good sign as well for this one. See how we're getting all these big wins over here in the private Discord, or join up in the free Discord. So we'll see you guys over in the Discord and subscribe to the channel. We can see for Bonner as well that she's actually struggling more at home. So you can only look at home games over here on Outlier, and you can see that 5 of 8 home games she's gone under this, including her last 5 of 6 home games here. So for whatever reason, she doesn't play as good at home rather than on the road. And that was the same last year. It was a 55% hit rate on the under, but in home games jumped up to a 58% on the under and home games. So for those reasons, going to be taking her on the under in this game. All right, for the next one, we're going to go to Rakea Jackson over on her fantasy score of 20.5. And kind of out of nowhere, she started playing huge minutes and having some nice games here. So I think she's going to continue that. It is a tougher matchup here, but the minutes definitely have been there. And she's smashed this fantasy score in a few games of 20.5. And now that she's playing a ton, I do like this line here. We could see her in her rookie season. She's only hit this in 4 of 14 games, but she wasn't playing in the beginning of the year that much. As you can see, the minutes definitely were all over the place. Last 2 games, she played over 30 minutes for just the second and third time and smashed the total. She got 34.5, 23.6. And even in this game, she played 22 just 4 games ago. She got 26.5 fantasy score. So I'm liking her to continue playing big minutes here and having some nice fantasy games. At just 20.5, I think the line definitely is pretty fair based on some of these big games she's been having as of late. Even in a tougher matchup, I do think that she continues this one and can have another solid game here, playing those massive minutes that she's been seeing. So I'm going to go to her on the over of the fantasy score here at 20.5. All right, so if you guys enjoyed this one, want more picks in all sports, definitely join up in the private Discord. I'm just one capper posting in there, posting all sports. You could see some hits in the WNBA, along with another one of our cappers, Volo, hitting in all sports here, NHL as well. So get over here with the monthly plan. You can get half off right now with code HALF as we're coming out of the NBA season. Also, at the end card here, watch the MLB video if you're into MLB prize picks and player props. We made a video last night on the MLB for today, so definitely make sure to watch that one.